Welcome back, everybody, to Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3 Victory Century. I'm joined by my friend David. Say hello to everybody.
You're gonna one make before here.
I'm gonna be the one playing, though. Why would you be scared?
I'm gonna chink.
Okay.
I'm still gonna be. It's gonna be scared. I can't even see gameplay of Slender.
This generation is so soft.
Oh, shut up. If who know, I don't know if we ever get Slender Man. I don't know that's even possible. And no, especially not getting an SCP chapter. That's never happening.
That would be sick, though.
You know, it would, but the thing is, the SCP stuff, the whole thing about them is that you can do things free with them so long as they stay free. But Dead by Daylight, you would have to buy it. So you know the problem there.
Yeah.
So it's really not happening. There's one character I'm surprised has never been added. Where the hell is Jason? You think he would be an obvious choice, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's more complicated than that because apparently the license for Friday the 13th is split with two people split between two people and trying to make those connections is kind of difficult. So in a way I understand why it hasn't been added, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure he will. It's gonna take some time, but Jason is going to come at some point. He has to.
What the fuck? Why did Neptune get one shot?
Oh shit. But until then, Dead by Daylight is still gonna be a fun game that I'm gonna keep enjoying playing, and hopefully I can get better as a killer, so I won't get teabagged anymore. God. How many times do I talk about?
I don't know. It's the way you say it, man.
What do you mean the way I say it?
Dude, you sound like somebody's prison bitch, dude.
No! No! God, no. Oh, God. Anyway, in fact, one thing I do have to say, probably a small complaint about Dead by Daylight, is how they handle the game, surprisingly or not, is actually kind of grindy. How it works is that each killer has 3 unique perks that change up how they play and change how things can work. Like you can either, after doing a certain way, after doing a certain task, you can either hold generators for a bit. You can see what survivors are. You can get a boost in your abilities. It all depends on the perks. They each have 3, but the perks can actually be shared amongst each killer. The only problem is you have to prestige them to level 100 to do that.
I see.
And that takes forever to do. Because I want to prestige them, you had to buy stuff from the blood web with them. And that takes a point that point you need to get by doing games and such, doing trials. You gotta keep doing it over and over just to even get them to prestige 1. And then you gotta do it again just to get the perks to level 3 to share with other killers. So it's very, very grinding. At least with that, the more fun thing you can with that, there are different builds for each killer, different ways to use them, which kind of makes the game a bit more interesting on how you want to play them. For some characters, you can go for a stealth build. Other characters just go straight up aggressive and attack and go against them. No killer can be played the same. Even some similar ones like Leatherface and the Hillbilly, both of them use chainsaws, but use them in different ways. So Dead by Daylight, certainly a fun game. Something I kind of recommend. I want to recommend if you guys are into that stuff. So yeah, it's a game I never thought I would enjoy, but I surprisingly do. So currently right now I'm trying it with the doctor, so we'll see how that goes. How long? When you first played it, do you remember that time when you played it?
Dude, I was still a kid, so no.
It came out 8 years ago. You were like probably a teenager.
Oh yeah, the point is I wasn't a legal adult, so I genuinely don't remember.
Okay. Fair enough. But anyway, while Dead by Daylight is fun, I'm still playing one of my fun games, Marvel Rivals, because that game is still fun to this day, and I cannot get enough of it.
Congratulations to the Chinese company that licensed Marvel, by the way.
Oh, that's actually a funny thing. Funny thing about that, well, Dead by Daylight is made by Behavior. For a while, it had a mobile version of the game that was being produced by NetEase Games, the same company as Marvel Rivals. So funny how that works. But of course, then the mobile version, oh my god, the mobile version of the game shut down because I don't know why actually. I never played the mobile version. This seemed kind of off-putting to play the game on the smaller screen. I think Later Thinker was the same game. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough about Dead by Daylight. Let's talk about Marvel Rivals now, because I guess the game I still enjoy playing to this day. As someone who wasn't a fan of Overwatch before Overwatch 2 came out, the hero shooter genre game was one I never quite got into much until Overwatch. It was quite fun playing at different characters and such in different ways. And then over time we got to see more of those. Like I know originally we got Team Fortress 2, but that was fun to play. And then after Overwatch we got a few more that I never even bothered playing. Thank God. Then I've been bothered with Concord. We all know about that failure.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What possessed the studio to make Concord? What possessed Firewalk Studio to say, this is going to be the Star Wars of Sony?
I have no idea. Like, and freaking, how much was it again?
$40.
No, I mean the budget making the game.
$400 million.
Oh, that was such a huge waste. It took like 8 years to make. How do you mess up like that?
No clue.
Yeah. Needless to say, the hero genre wasn't doing much, and especially Overwatch wasn't doing well. Because Overwatch 2 did not have a good launch. Not at all. So for a while, I didn't bother with any hero shooter games. Then along came Marvel Rivals. Now, as someone who, as a Marvel fan, this kind of spoke to me. Seeing a Marvel hero shooter, it was interesting to see. And seeing the gameplay was even more fun of how each character worked. They made each character so unique and so fitting with them. Like, you have Spider-Man just swings around all the time and shoots webs. You got Punisher, whose whole thing is just huge firepower. Iron Man flies high and shoots beams. Thor swings with his hammer. Captain America runs with his shield. Yada yada, etc. It's a lot. But it is still fun. And then when the game officially came out, I immediately got onto it. And boy, was it a blast Boy, was that a good first day. I was trying out each one, trying to find my main. And after a while, I got a handle with a good amount. I would say Captain America was a good choice for me. Tanks have usually always been my go-to roles, and that's definitely the case. Captain America, Venom, even Hulk was fun. Winter Soldier was a good duel for me, and surprisingly, I got pretty good with the Black Panther, which is, well, depending on the hardest character to use. Heck, even I was good with healers, which is that's surprising for me. I usually don't bother with healers because I usually suck. Too much pressure. Here I'm actually pretty good. Cloak and Dagger, Loki, even freaking Mantis. So Marvel Rivals already had fun with me, and I already knew Rivals was gonna be a great game. Why not? This was the first game I actively got into the competitive stuff. This was the first time I actually ever bothered playing ranked games in a game, and I got pretty good during the first in the season during the launch of the game. I got all the way up to Gold 3, which is the highest I actually ever got in a game. And then it made me curious to see how much it would go on for more. When we got the first season, they added 4 more characters. Finally, we got the Fantastic Four. Each one. Oh god. The Fantastic Four were interesting characters. Mr. Fantastic, he basically was quite fun to use. His stretching abilities and how he can just reflect stuff. That's fun. Invisible Woman, I mean, she's okay for me, I guess. I don't really quite use her much, but she's alright. Human Torch is really fun. Having to flying around just shooting flaming shotgun pellets. Freaking awesome. But well, here's the thing. Huh? Get it?
Nah, I get it.
Yeah. The Thing is my new main. Ever since I used him the first time, I have never stopped using him. The Thing is just where I reign supreme. He is strong. He is tough. He can literally slam. You're not going to charge. He can just charge right in and slam the ground, not making characters just immobile, unable to escape as he punches them hard. And he can even just jump out across the map if he can, because he can just reach a player to lower the damage they take. And then, of course, his ultimate clobbering time. He just slams the ground so hard it stuns the enemies, leaving them open for more attacks. I have gotten more MVP with this Thing than I've had with any other character. The Thing is always gonna be my main, and maybe other future characters might be fun. I know for a fact we're getting Ultron at some point, and they're already into Blade and Dracula, but I just don't think I'm ever gonna be anyone else but the Thing. And Marvel Rivals is going to continue on more and more. It's already getting better than Overwatch. Whereas with Overwatch, it takes the months to get a new character. Marvel Rivals, we're going to get 2 new characters every 45 days. So it already has my interest in that, because it won't get stale ever with new characters coming constantly. So Marvel Rivals will keep on continuing on and showing off new things, especially since it cannot fail. The game is completely free. Only thing you ever have to pay for is for costumes if you want. Which, honestly, you might, because the cosmetics are actually freaking dope.
Yeah, the men look cool and the women look sexy. Congratulations, they solved the issue that Americans haven't been able to solve in the past 8 years.
Okay, well, that is true, too. The women also have some cool costumes. Not sexy costumes, just cool.
Cool.
I know. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
No, keep going. I said cool.
Yeah, but you have characters like Madison Invisible Woman, who's basically just wearing bandages, dark bandages. You have Cloak and Dagger, who literally dressed up like freaking mafia bosses, which is freaking awesome. Yeah, you have Magic, who literally dressed up as a punk rock Hatsune Miku. I am not kidding. You have Luna Snow, who's just a Korean idol. You got Black Widow, who dresses up as her usual black outfit in the white outfit she wore in the movie. You got Squirrel, who literally gets a Tasker skin. You have Moon Knight become like a dragon, god. Doctor Strange becomes one with the Roll Tree. You got Loki, the freaking god, all killer, all butcher skin, which is just freaking nightmare fuel. You got Venom, who has a lot of skins for not even just him. Like in the game, he's Eddie Brock, but he literally has skins based on when he was Agent Venom with. Like, what was that kid's name? Peter Parker's bully.
Oh my god, it's been so long. Yeah, it is Flash.
Yeah. You have costumes as Agent Venom, so Flash is technically in this game too.
It's cool.
It made me ask the question of what other shooters we got. I know people have discussed what happened if we got a DC hero shooter, which would be kind of cool, but I'm not quite sure how you would work that. Like, how would you work Superman to be like this without nerfing him too much?
Kryptonite.
I mean, I get it, but Kryptonite doesn't just weaken him; it straight up makes him immobile.
Okay, then use the N64 Kryptonite Fog.
I guess I don't know. I guess. I mean, I would like to see how they do it. These shooter, just they would need a lot of work into it.
And also, some of the characters refuse to use guns as well.
Well, guns aren't the problem. Marvel Rivals literally only a few characters use guns. You have Iron Man who just shoots with his repulsors. Captain America only ever has his shield. Hulk is just melee. He already punches. Black Panther just claws. Jeff the land shark just shoots water. You get the point. And the guns aren't a problem. You have other ways to fight. Like Batman can just be shooting batarangs all the time. Wonder Woman can just like I don't know, maybe use the lasso as a whip. Green Lantern to shoot an energy blast from the ring. Aquaman has the trident. Shazam, I think you got Shazam. You have the only one that can really see using guns are just some of the villains: Joker, Harley Quinn, Two-Face. That stuff, yeah. But here's one I'm interested in. What would happen if we got a Ben 10 hero shooter?
I don't think Ben 10 has the clout to do that.
You'd be surprised, actually. Ben 10 is still very popular to this day. Right now, they're just releasing a Ben 10 complete collection on Amazon.
But how many people are going to buy it?
What?
I understand that there is dedicated and passionate fan base, but how many people would realistically buy it?
Probably a lot. I'm gonna buy it.
Okay, I'm looking for a number.
No. I'm sure, but Benton, I'm sure Benton has the clout for it. And not like it's not impossible, but you just put all the characters, all the aliens Ben can transform into, yeah, but enough for a roster.
Well, I know you have enough for a roster, but once again, how many Ben 10 fans are super into hero shooters? How many of those Ben 10 fans are old as shit and not kids for some reason? And then, do you think they could properly balance the game? Do you think they can sustain the game? Do you think that the company can manage the game properly? It
depends on the company.
And that's the thing. It's not just the clout. Because don't get me wrong, I think that Ben 10 is a popular series from the 2000s, so you've got the nostalgia group there. But I don't know how good it'll be at attracting people who don't already know what it is. For example, Marvel and DC are so ubiquitous to the point that professional papers at universities will mention Superman at some point. I'm not even kidding.
But I mentioned him on one of my papers.
Yeah, because the concept of the Superman is ubiquitous. It's universal. Something can be applied to that. I don't think you can do Ben Tennyson, which, by the way, I still laugh at that name for some reason. Don't get me wrong, I've seen Ben 10. I actually like Alien Swarm. That was cool.
Yeah, I like the movie too.
Yeah. And, you know, if this was the 2000s, go in on it. Let's make this hero shooter for Ben 10. But it's been 20 years, dude. I don't know if it still works. The reason I don't say it for something like comics like DC or Marvel is because they have a history that spans so long it becomes respectable. Hell, they were even used for like government reasons as well. It's the same reason why they can keep re-releasing Mickey Mouse cartoons, because everyone knows Mickey Mouse because it's such a ubiquitous part of American culture. Same thing goes with the concept of the Superman. And obviously other superheroes too, but I don't know if Ben 10 has that same pull, that same universal pull. It's a universal export of the United States kind of pull.